According to some reports out today, Democrats are eyeing unspent stimulus funds to bail out teachers. We're talking potentially tens of billions of dollars to Republican Georgia Congressman Tom Price, who's wondering where this ever goes and when it will ever end. Congressman, what's going on here?
Well, it's just like you and I talked about over a year ago when this whole non-stimulus bill was passed in the first place, over $800 billion. The other side said it would be timely and targeted and temporary. Well, it's been none of that, and it hasn't created the jobs that they claimed it would, just as you and I talked about at that time. And so here they are again. They're going to take some of the money that hasn't been spent and spend it on things that, again, aren't going to reinvigorate our economy, take us down the wrong road, continue to make it so it's more difficult for us to recover from the challenges we face.
Well, how much of this is driven, do you think, Congressman, by the calendar or the fact that your Democratic colleagues, some of them might fear they might not be in the majority, or at the very least, it's going to be a lot tighter. Some might just be kamikazing on the way out and just figure, look, I know it's a lost cause, but we might as well get the spending in before we go. What's really going on here?
Well, part of it on the left side of their caucus, the Democrat caucus, that's what they want to do. They want to get the money out the door. In the center of their caucus are members who are hearing from their constituents, look, stop the madness, stop the spending. And those are the ones that are saying we can't spend any new money. The fact of the matter is that the CBO scores, the Congressional Budget Office scores the failed stimulus money that hasn't been spent already as already being spent. And so they see that as a pot of money, and politicians in Washington, a pot of money, boy, they can't wait to get at it.
But in other words, they're going to try to clarify the difference you just made there, that this isn't new money, this is existing money. You say it's not going to make a difference.
No, absolutely not. In fact, there are over $300 billion of the stimulus money not spent yet. What we ought to do is give that back, send it back to the Treasury. Can you imagine the message that would send to the market, that Washington really has gotten the message and that they're not going to spend this money? There's over $300 billion there. There's over $200 billion of TARP money that ought to be sent back to the Treasury as well.
Really? I didn't know it was that much. There's $500 billion in such funds just sitting there?
Exactly, exactly. And you talk about a message that would send to the markets and that would send to folks who say, oh, maybe Washington is actually going to be fiscally responsible for the first time in over 3 years.
Wow. All right. Weird stuff. Thank you very much, sir. Good seeing you again.
Thank you. Take care.